Hi, welcome back everybody. This is IMG Chronicles with Dr. Shayee,
your favorite Canadian IMG.
I am so excited today. Guess what? This is actually my first episode as staff. Yes, no longer a resident. I completed my residency program in family medicine last week, and yeah, it still feels very surreal. Definitely getting used to, but I will. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, if you're a new subscriber, thank you. I saw we've got some new family members in the last couple of weeks since the last video. I hope this is going to be completely worth your time. I am an IMG myself, as previous intros have said. I am from Nigeria, relocated here, got into a family medicine training program, and I just graduated. At the end of today's video, I'm going to bore you a little bit with everything I've been up to, celebrating this milestone. You know, it's been 24 years coming. I got into med school at 16, became a licensed physician in Nigeria at 24, and that was 16 years ago. Not too long, you know, and the goal of doing this, of doing the IMG Chronicles, is to make sure that the journey for somebody else is shorter than mine was. Mine was definitely long. And you know, I recognize for some people it's even been longer and they're still in the process, right? You know, but just sticking it through, if that is what you really want, you know, it would happen eventually. There are several routes that we've talked about. The last blog was all about discussing how, as a doctor who is outside this country, who has decided to take that leap of faith and relocate to Canada, you know, I shared a step-by-step breakdown of what you can do, you know, and this is a continuation from that point. I think we stopped at, you know, just giving you the different resources you needed. And then I said subsequently we were going to explore, you know, the different pathways. We've talked extensively about residency application. I would leave that conversation to when the next round of applications are starting again countrywide. In some provinces, it started already. This is the month of July. In Alberta, for example, as an IMG, you would have gone through some loops to prove your residency, you know, submit your documents, which people have done at this time, do your IELTS exam, you know, but countrywide, you know, it opens up later in the year. And I will be talking to you about it as we get to that point, you know, but for today, this is going to be a real brief video today with regards IMG Chronicles and more of my graduation celebration. Yeah. Well, don't get bored. Normally, this is not how we joke around here. We talk about serious business, but you know, forgive me for just, you know, just celebrating myself this time. So before I go into that, I wanted to share something with you real quick. And since the last time we chatted together, the Medical Council of Canada, the MCC, has gotten rid of the QE2 examination. I'll say that again. The MCC has cancelled the MCC QE2 exam for now. Yes. Do I hear a big whoop? So what this means for you is you only have to do one exam coming into Canada right now. And that exam is the MCC QE1. Let me break it into context. Just a short 2 years ago, the people who came in here had to do the evaluation exam, that's the EE. They had to do the QE1. They had to do the QE2 to get into the register. To get into the register, meaning to get their names in the medical register and get what you call the Licentiate of Canada, the LMCC certification, which actually, that is it right there. You know, to get that you can put in a frame on your wall that shows you're a doctor in Canada, even though it doesn't translate to a license. I'll tell you about that someday. You know, you had to do all of those 3 exams and you had to pass all of them to apply to get that license. But in the last 2 years, the EE exam was scrapped. That exam was about $2,000. That exam was gotten rid of. And then you had to do just the QE1 and the QE2 to get your LMCC. But following downfall from COVID and the fact that the exam could not be successfully administered, you know, there were hitches. They tried to do it as an online exam because, like, you know, it's a clinical exam, it's an OSCE exam. You've got the logistics of the patients, of the examiners, and now there was COVID, there were restrictions. Initially, the exam was put on hold, and then they actually administered it in April, May of this year. I had colleagues who did it, you know, but the experiences were very different from everybody. For some people, they didn't complete their exams. For some people, they got booted out of their examination rooms in the middle of exam. You know, it was just a very stressful process all around, and they came to the right decision of scrapping the exam. So for this year, right now, people who graduated with me who had to take the MCC QE2 exam before they got their licentiate, it was cancelled and they're going to get their licentiate without that. And I encourage you, why am I sharing this so strongly? I'm sharing it so that if you are having thoughts or you're having plans or you are in Canada right now with the intention of practicing and you haven't taken your exams, this is the time to jump right in and take your P1 exams. You know, reach out, get into study groups. If you're in the same province I'm in, the Alberta province, you've got the AIMGA, IMGA, which has got several study groups. And you can even go online, you know, go online. There are people all over the world every day preparing for several of these exams. Join study groups either on social media or through WhatsApp. There are all sorts of groups, Telegram, you know, start studying if that is your plan. Take advantage because, like I said earlier in my earlier blogs, this country with licensing for foreigners, there are no set rules. There's no guidance. It changes, it's so dynamic, constantly evolving. You may have an information this month and that information changes the next month, you know. So please take advantage of the current situation. Write your QA1 exam, do your English exam, and get information directly from the province where you intend to go to, because what applies for person A is different from what applies to person B, you know. But do your due diligence before another exam is put back in or this exam is reinstated, you know. So yeah, I just thought, you know, I needed to share that. That was very important, you know. I will give you my personal story. I don't know if I've said it before. When I came here in 2014, when I came to Canada, the practice ready in Saskatchewan called the CPA program was only asking for evaluation exam at the time, you know, and I came in here, I thought, oh, I had time. I didn't do my evaluation exam until almost a, no, yeah, until almost a year after I had come here. And there are several reasons why that was, you know, but the point is I didn't do it until a year later. And I did my exam in May the following year. And a couple of days before my result came out, I got an email from Saskatchewan telling me that a new exam has been added on to apply for the practice ready assessment in Saskatchewan, and that new exam was called the QE1. You know, so they added on the QE1, and I thought, oh, okay, when the result comes out, I'll quickly do the QE1 and then I'll send it to them. And remember, there's a clock ticking. You shouldn't have been out of clinical practice for more than X amount of time, which at that time, I was almost getting to that period of grace was running out for me, because I had gone to school and was coming here from school. So I hadn't practiced clinical medicine in about 2 years at the time, you know, and I got that email and I thought, oh, okay, I'll quickly do Q1. But you know what? I took the Q1 and I failed it.
I took the Q1 and I failed it.
And by the time I had my QE1, you know, they had added on, oh, now we want either a pass in the QE2 or a pass mark of greater than 75 in the NACOSKI. Then you can apply for the practice ready. So that is my personal experience, you know. If I had done that exam the year I came, or, you know, just taking it that year before all of these policies, I probably would have gone into that program seamlessly, you know. But of course, I recognize that, you know, God's plans are different, you know. But from my own limited view, you know, that's something I could have done differently. And so for me, it's so personal when, you know, there's a new law that changes. I just encourage people, make haste while the sun shines, take advantage. You never know when they're going to change the rules again. So really, all of this rambling is just, if you've not done the QE1, even if you're outside of Canada and your plan is coming here, the good news now is you can write it outside of Canada. You don't have to be in Canada to write it. So sharp, quick, write your exam. That's the message for today. And now we go to celebrate. So yeah, I'm just going to walk you through all I've done in the last couple of weeks. We had my official graduation ceremony with my department on June 11. You're going to see the pictures down there. And then I still had to complete my rotation. Can you believe it? So I had graduated as a doctor, as a family physician. I had gotten my certificate in the College of Family Medicine called the CCFP that allows you to practice independently. I took that exam in April. And the result came out at the end of June. I passed. Yay! Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. You know, so that was cause for celebration. That day when my result was released, I was at work and I came home that evening to a pleasant surprise put together by my husband and my sons. Oh yeah, got me all mushy. Those are the pictures there as well. And then I finished my last day of rotation on June the 30th. That was when I officially stopped being a resident of my department. And the very next morning, so that ended at 12 midnight. I actually was on call till 12 midnight in the emergency. So you lose all access on the dot of 12, all of your cards stop working, you're not able to access patient files anymore, your emails get shut down, everything is all autopilot, and we had been warned in advance. So all of that happened, and by 8 a.m. the next morning, 1st of July, which was a Thursday, and also happens to be Canada Day, you know, this year though, I wasn't in a celebratory mood for Canada Day. There's been a lot of happenings within the country with regards treatment of indigenous people. I've mentioned it before, but the day before Canada Day this year, more bodies of children were found again in another province, you know. So instead of wearing the red, white of Canada's colors on Canada Day this year, I decided to go orange and white. Orange was in acknowledgement as a settler and in empathy for my indigenous brothers and sisters. So I wore orange on Canada Day, and we went to spend the weekend in a town called Lake Louise. Is a popular world tourist attraction, known for skiing, the mountains, the great Canadian Rocky Mountains, and I just had a restful time. It was too short. It was just 3-4 days.
Any unnecessary heights.
Height.
I like height.
Where do you think
Mom,
we're
what
going?
if your phone drops? That's not gonna be very good.
Mom, you have to use. Be careful.
Hi, people.
No.
And then came back to Calgary, and those are all of the pictures. So again, you know, thank you so much for watching. I'm sharing all of this, you know, just to encourage at least one person, you know, and tell you it is possible. It is possible to practice in this country, irrespective of the negative stories you may see or hear. Just stay focused, keep on track. So surround yourself with positivity, with positive people, with people who will nudge you and encourage you, with people who've done it, you know, and that is why I do what I do. So kindly like, share, subscribe. You know, this information is not only useful to you, but could be useful to somebody else, even outside of Canada. So feel free to share, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all the next time. And we'll be taking it different provinces in series. So we had, last time we had relocation 101 to Canada. The next time we're going to be having 201. So it's going to be a lecture 201. We're going to be talking about the province of Saskatchewan. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but you get the gist. So thank you. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye. Stay safe. If you've not been fully immunized, please receive your immunizations and stay safe.
Let's do the needful. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Don't just watch it and walk away. Many need this information from all over the world who are interested in coming to Canada to work as doctors. So kindly share, like, subscribe, follow us on all of our social handles.